Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to start a very important topic, that is credit control function of central bank. Credit control function. This is very important. Generally from this question, 3 or 4 marks question comes in the examination, and credit control, its other name is monetary policy. So credit control function of central bank and monetary policy is one and the same thing only. Now let's understand first what is the meaning of monetary policy. By monetary policy, we mean conscious actions taken by central bank to control money supply and availability of credit and cost of credit. See, monetary policy is the policy through which the central bank of the country controls the money supply in the economy. Money supply in the economy and availability of credit is controlled, and the third one is cost of money supply is also being regulated and controlled. Now the question is, why RBI or the central bank needs to make a monetary policy? Let me tell you, this is the important function of central bank to maintain economic stability in the economy. Now when we are talking about economic stability, what does this word mean, economic stability? This means in the economy neither there should be inflation nor there should be deflation, right? When we are talking about inflation, inflation is a situation when the prices of the various commodities in the economy are increasing and are increasing at a very high rate. Now this is the situation in the economy which can cause certain problems. When we are talking about deflation, deflation is a situation in the economy when the prices of all the commodities in the economy have started to decrease and they are decreasing continuously. So deflation is also not good for the economy. Same way, inflation is also a problem for the economy. Now this is the responsibility of central bank, right, to control inflation and deflation, both the periods. So in order to control inflation or deflation, right, central bank makes monetary policy. Now the question is, how central bank will maintain economic stability in the economy? Now the next topic is instruments of credit control. Instruments are also known as methods or tools. Instruments, methods and tools is one and the same thing. So these are the methods which central bank adopts generally in order to maintain economic stability in the economy. Now when we are talking about these tools or instruments, these are of two types. The first is quantitative methods or quantitative instruments or quantitative tools. The second one we are having is qualitative instruments, qualitative methods or qualitative tools. Now what is the difference between quantitative and qualitative? By quantitative methods, there is the surety that whatever the steps and whatever the money supply RBI wants to control in the economy, they will be able to control for sure. It means the results can be predicted, right? The results can be sure that if RBI or the central bank is going to take these measures, the results are sure. But in qualitative methods, we are just adopting certain measures, but the outcome or the results of the same are not sure. It can go according to our purpose, but it can go against also our purpose. Now the thing is quantitative instruments. What are quantitative instruments? The very first quantitative instrument is bank rate. What is bank rate? Bank rate is the rate at which commercial banks take loans from central bank. The rate at which commercial banks are taking loans from central bank for long time period is known as bank rate. Now you see, when we people are taking loan from commercial banks, we are also paying some amount to the banks. The same amount is known as rate of interest. It means the rate at which we people take loan from commercial bank is known as rate of interest, but the rate at which commercial banks takes loan from central bank for long time period is known as bank rate. Now the question is how this bank rate will be able to control inflation or deflation in the economy. For example, there is inflation in the economy. Now, if there is inflation, this means the demand for certain commodities is high, right? If demand for certain commodities is high, due to the same reason what is happening, the prices of some commodities are increasing, right? Now, demand for commodities will be high when the people, they are having more money in their hands, right? When people, they are having more money, then they will demand more for goods, right? Then what will happen? It will increase the prices in the economy. How? When there will be inflation in the economy, then central bank should increase bank rate. In inflation, bank rate should be increased. How bank rate should be increased? How it is going to work? For example, when bank rate will be increased, commercial banks, their loans from central bank will become expensive. Commercial banks, if their loans will become expensive from central bank, then they will borrow less amount from central bank. When they will borrow less amount from central bank, of course, they will give less loans to the public also, because the money within the commercial banks will become less. So what will happen? Bank rate is increased. Commercial banks loans have become expensive. So what will happen? They will increase the rate of interest also. Bank rate will increase, then it will increase rate of interest. When rate of interest will increase, then the people, they will reduce to take the loan from the commercial bank, right? When they will take less loans from commercial banks, ultimately money supply will become less in the economy and inflation will be controlled. Now in deflation, it has to be reversed. In deflation, the bank rate should be decreased. When bank rate should decrease, what will happen? Commercial banks, they will decrease their rate of interest also. When rate of interest will decrease, the people, they will take more loans from commercial banks. This will bring more money supply to the economy, and more money supply brings more demand, and more demand, the prices will start to increase. So in inflation, bank rate should be increased, and in deflation, bank rate should be decreased. Now the next is repo rate. Repo rate is repurchase rate, repurchase agreement or repurchase rate. Repo rate also is the rate at which commercial banks take loan from central bank, but for a short time period, right? Only what is the difference between bank rate and repo rate? The difference is here commercial banks are taking loan for a long time period, but repo rate is the rate at which commercial banks are taking loan from the central bank, but for short time period. So it will same work as bank rate only. In inflation, the repo rate should be increased, and in deflation, the repo rate should be decreased. When repo rate will be increased, the commercial banks, they will increase the rate of interest also. Then what will happen? It will create less money supply in the economy. Then we are having reverse repo. Reverse repo means, repo is the rate at which commercial banks are taking loan from central bank. Now this reverse repo means the rate at which central bank is taking the loan from commercial banks. Now there is reverse relation. Repo rate is commercial banks were taking loans from central bank. Reverse repo is the rate at which central bank is taking loans from commercial banks, right? So this will be when the commercial banks, they are having surplus funds, they can park their surplus funds with central bank. This is a kind of investment by commercial banks, but this is the loan for central bank. So same way as reverse repo rate